Today I'd like to talk about Octane because I believe he needs to be reworked quite considerably. Even though he's a fun legend, he is massively lacking. And we're going to just jump in and share my raw thoughts on what a Octane Reborn could look like in Apex Legends. Because in my opinion, Octane is probably like the worst legend in the game when it comes to movement legends. And I want to talk about why, my thoughts on him, and what we can kind of do potentially for the future of Octane. It's really funny to me, the two sort of, I would say, poster childs for Apex Legends, the most famous characters that everyone kind of runs in pubs, at least, is Wraith, and Octane, right? Wraith and Octane. Can we get an Oxstar on that guy? Oopsie! No, he's running away there. And I mean, for the longest time, both of those legends have kind of been overrated. Coming in. And finally now, Octane has... Well, who's shooting you? But at least for now, Wraith's seen a buff, and Wraith seems alright now. She's not great. She's still kind of underrated, overrated compared to like Ashe and Alta. But she's okay. She's better now, right? But Octane, I think that his kit is just from a time where things were different. When Apex first started, evac behind us, it was all about gunplay. It was all about guns. Abilities played a very minimal role in everything. Nowadays, abilities are way overtuned compared to what they used to be. And honestly, the biggest issue with that is all of the legends in the past feel that weight now. You know, when you have so many new legends releasing with like 59 different abilities. And Octane's main sort of draw is he's got faster movement. He's the speedy boy, right? But his tactical is a poor example of just like living life in the past. And by that I mean there are so many other movement abilities now. Whether it's like a passive, for example, this Skirmisher passive where I'm running towards Revenant, or the Ballistic Ultimate, or like getting speed boosts on knocks and ability usage from perks. Whoa. Oh, that was satisfying to do that, man. If only we knocked him. And then Octane, he has that same movement speed with one drawback. Literally damages him. Oh, bro, no, come on. Ah, there we go. He literally takes damage for doing whatever characters can do for free in many different instances. Yeah, I know that you can do it all the time. Come on. Oh, there's people coming. But it just feels a little bit like outdated. It needs a lot more something. Now, I think one of the arguments could be, well, why don't you just make him faster? Why don't you just make him go quicker? They're right here, dude. Okay, can we repeat this again? Try and time with this. I need to get back to my team. And I think actually the issue with that is latency problems. Whoa. Being, if you go too fast, I actually think the game is going to have problems. I think there's a cap, and back in the very early days, Bangalore actually, funnily enough, had faster movement speed when her passive activated, and they had to nerf it because it was really laggy. I think there's a limit. There is a limit to how much movement you can get before it feels a little odd, and that's probably why. So I think the whole stim idea is bad in that there's a limit to the speed. Oh, let's try and get my boys back. Hopefully they can get to the jump pad. And on top of that, the other passives abilities just match that same speed. So Octane takes damage to get speed as the speedy hero whenever characters can do it for free. Oh no. Am I going to get shot here? Oh, I knew it. Bad idea. So anyway, it's pretty clear Octane needs some... So it's pretty clear Octane needs some changes. And I think I have quite a good idea for completely reworking him. Like, I think we need Octane Reborn, right? And my first suggestion would actually be to take his tactical and put it on his passive. And by that, I mean he can basically, whenever he holds down shift, he can run faster. Okay? And I guess the longer he runs, the more damage he gets taken. But it's a very, 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 very small amount. And then when he's not running, he will get his health regenerated. Okay, now hear me out. Hear me out. Whoa, that guy's lagging. What the? Hear me out, okay. No, don't kill my boy. What the? What are you doing? So, with the tactical moving to the passive, then you have more room for a new tactical. My belief is the ultimate. Oh, that's a beam. That's a beam. That is not a beam. The ultimate should be a tactical ability. Because, I mean, you get it every time you knock a player now anyway. Whether or not that gets nerfed in the future, I don't know. But how does that guy keep climbing up there? Ooh, 1 health. But yeah, to summarize so far, move his tactical to his passive in some way. And then move his ultimate to his tactical. And then, whoa, he will then need a new ultimate, right? And this is where things get really interesting. Like, what could a new Octane ultimate be? Ooh. Like, what would make sense gameplay-wise and lore-wise? And the first thing that I'm kind of drawn to is one of the biggest things about Octane's lore is he blew off his own legs with a grenade during the Octane, a gauntlet run. He was gauntlet speedrunning, right? Which is quite a nice little throwback to the Titanfall lore and the actual Titanfall speedrunners who would use nade boosting to speed up their runs in the gauntlet in Titanfall 2. So the idea being Octane would get some kind of ultimate related to having grenades that he can use to perhaps deal damage and boost himself very far. So obviously a jump pad's like a nice little tactical. In reality, a jump pad's gonna about get you the same distance as a grapple. Anyway, it does. It gets you about the same distance as like a double dash on Ash. And then the ultimate, maybe you get like a really, really powerful grenade that can boost you like super far or fast. And yeah, it can deal damage to enemies. And maybe it deals damage to you. I don't really know about that part yet. But overall, the whole idea is to create a lore-based additional movement ability that it's far more interesting than just a jump pad. Because the jump pad really, in reality, Octane's jump pad is basically a, oh dear. It's just a tactical in disguise. You know? Like, that's why they've given it to you on a elimination. I'm dead, dude. I'm dead. Like, it's actually worse than a grapple. Oh, no. Like, generally, it's worse than a grapple. You can't convince me otherwise. I know everyone else can use it. That's kind of like the benefit. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think could be a good Octane rework. I think as one of the most popular characters, you have to do it right. But as long as you don't remove any of his kit and simply just move it around a bit and then add in additional ability, I think it would work. I think one of the biggest issues with Apex right now is it's dealing with a power creep problem, wherein all of the characters that are releasing are just getting more and more and more abilities added to their kit. You know, like, I mean, even like just looking at Octane's ability page right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And most other legends have even more complicated abilities. Like Octane's ability set's really simple. But yeah, I think, you know, Octane needs a bit more power. And adding more abilities really wouldn't affect things in terms of the meta nowadays of how everyone else is field of abilities. I'm gonna play Octane. I think even though Octane is just so simple in terms of abilities, he's still one of my most played legends. Like, my most played legend obviously is Rampart. And then it's, whoa, that's a lot of people. Then it's Pathfinder. Then it's Octane. Then it's Wraith. And then it's probably like Alter, Ballistic, Fuse, like all sorts. Like, I do play a lot of Octane just because pressing a button to go faster just activates some kind of neurons in my very simple brain. It just works well for me. You know? Yo, having a red dot on a red outline just doesn't work, man. I need to change my reticle color. What are they? I can't actually see that guy's outline, bro. Let me just nab that dome. Ow, whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, let's play some Octane anyway. We've yapped on a little bit. Those are my thoughts. Let's actually try and make us a win, shall we? I need to drop this red dot. I need a different weapon because the Wingman iron sights with this red dot color are just terrible, man. In fact, I can't really even see anything. Maybe I'm just an old man with no eyes. Wait, what? Okay. Armor swap there. Do you have a light mag? Ooh. Yeah, okay. I do love myself a little bit of Rampage in the morning, but we're going to run the archery one now. By the way, hot take, this is like the best mythic item in the game. I actually think it's really cool. I actually wouldn't mind seeing more mythic skins for weapons, and I'm sure they'll do it. Like, this guy just making noise? Oh, brother. Why are there 500 teams, brother? Ah, brother. Getting shot from every angle. Alright, we in. Oh, no, I need one gun, man. Alright, we got one. One gun each. Those are the rules. What? Ow. I love how easy it is just to slowly back away around a corner in this game to avoid death. Things aren't going well, you just back off a little second. And then, yeah, wait for your team to come. Alright. Oh, someone's right here. Oh, rare skin. Season 2 Twitch Prime Watson skin. Okay. An OG right there. Season 2, by the way, funnily enough, was the lowest player count in Apex Legends history. So if you got any skins from Season 2, then, like, you're a... I know you're a certified OG. Everyone played Season 0. Not many people played Season 2. Where are you going? I hear an Octane, but I want to grab this Nemesis. That is not a Nemesis. There we go. Alright, let's go. I think they should just make you be able to run faster. I don't know, man. Like, Octane just holds shift and it... Ooh! He literally just goes faster all the time. Is that too much? I knew it was a... I knew that was a real guy and not a decoy somehow. I just felt it in my bones. Wow. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Man, sometimes you just build a spidey sense for decoys, you know? That guy was a real player. And I felt it in my bones. Alright. What do we have going on here? I've got 3 jump pads. Wait, whoa. I didn't know it could stack up like that. I've always wanted to try this.
What the fuck, bro?
Wait, what happens if I go like this then? Do I get 2 more? I will, right? Let's make a jump pad. Couldn't you used to like throw it like that? Oh yeah. Wait, where did it go? Probably thinks that I'm like a hacker or something. 5 jump pads in a second. Oh, there's players up there. Alright, let's go find players. Whoa! What the? This is pubs. What are you doing hiding in a building with caustic traps, man? Hello? Hello? What? Ooh, they gotta
Another
give me.
team.
What?
I have a portal. Oh, my portal is bad. My portal is bad.
What's going on? Okay, let's just take a moment to figure out what's happening here. We're dealing with a caustic camper in pubs. Must have come from Warzone. Okay. I'm gonna try and get the rampart. I think it's 2 separate teams here. Yeah, that's information of that. Nice one, knocked.
Crack. Really?
Enemy shield broken.
Yeah.
Frag out.
No.
Okay,
I'm press. Go shot.
I'm gonna res right in the open, dude. Wait, he's got a Mirage. He's definitely gonna res. Think about that. On his high stim damage. Also, Octane needs new perks, man. I thought about this, right? Having Octane have an ability that allows him to change direction on double... Oh, another team. Change direction on double jump. Feels kind of silly. Whoa. You want to know why? Because you can do that on mouse and keyboard anyway with tap strafing. And they basically added that to give controllers the option to tap strafe.
Yeah, they're pushing now.
They should just give you the option to have change direction on jump pad into his base kit and not make it a perk, and have an option in the settings menu to turn it on and off. That way, both controller and PC can have tap strafing no matter what. Oh, I'm taking this, dude. I'm taking this. So that would be a good solution, and it would free up a slot.
Can someone drop me a bit?
It would free up a slot for the perks as well, you know? Like, there'll be one more perk.
Thanks.
It could be like, he doesn't take any nade damage or something. Once again, would, well, technically go lore-wise, but I guess in the lore, actually, he does take that damage to, against nades. Funnily enough, lore-wise, Octane is technically the most vulnerable to nades. It's because he's the only one that lost his legs from grenades. No one else did. Well, Fuse lost an arm, and he has a perk that has reduced grenade damage. That doesn't really make sense. Surely if you've got a track record of losing limbs to explosives, then you shouldn't have a perk that lets you take less explosive damage. It should be the other way around. You take more explosive damage, you know? Like, someone like Lifeline or Gibraltar who haven't lost limbs to grenades, they're more likely to be able to be resistant to grenade damage. Then again, that doesn't quite add up now that I think about it. Oh. I'm coming. Oh yeah, let's get some ramp up walls down. Oh, I'm glad I got this. Jeez. I forgot this was power sword mode, not gonna lie. My boys are setting up here. Okay, wait, that's a shield bat. I could do with that. Whoop. And behind us as well.
Behind us.
Getting nice and hot and heavy now. Whoa. Uh-oh, they have an altar. It's not good. Good idea.
Knock one.
Knock one.
Knock one on my side.
Cracked Mirage. Ooh!
On me.
Altar, okay.
Bro, on me, please. I need help. 1 HP, come on. She popped a bat now.
I don't know about the prowler, dude. Whoa! What just happened? Go. Another one.
Go.
Come on. One more. I'll catch you. I caught you. Oh, that's funny. But this is pubs, dude, and the people are getting sweaty with third parties and all that stuff. What is going on? I'm gonna have to go craft rampart. Let me drop some medkits. Did we just one clip a whole squad with the R301, by the way? Almost. They were injured, of course, but that was quite funny. Kraber, please. Ooh, let's go. Kraber more important than rezzing my teammate? Absolutely. I'll tell you why. Once we get the Kraber, we'll get the Mythic Helmet, which is going to give us more HP to deal with the incoming enemies when we respawn our teammate. I'm not being selfish or anything. Come on. You know me. I honestly can't resist.
Be careful.
Whenever there's a Kraber, I always gotta grab it, man. What was that noise?
On me. With sword, be careful.
Gotta go over there, man. Let's go, come on. Yeah, Morbius just killed someone with a power sword. It just sounds like such a... I would never think I would be saying those words. Like, go back, like, to Season 0. Yeah, this dude just ran someone down with a power sword, man. The game has evolved a lot. But Octane, no, not so much. He's been left in the dust, which is quite funny. Okay, okay. Oh, go. Come on. Yes. What? Ah! The power sword, it makes no noise? Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. She just, like, I'm suddenly taking damage and I'm like, wait, how? Why? What? No audio on that. Just, okay, game. I'm surprised. You gotta go for the res, man. You gotta go for the res, man. Ash only has blue armor. There! Get her! No! Ah! Yes, come on. Come on. Gotta heal. Come on.
I know.
It's fast res, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. Put up a shield. Yeah. I know what she's gonna do. She's just gonna focus on the sword. I knew it, dude. Yes. Actually big. Okay, here we go. Alright. At least we're a duo. I told you, man. That's why I needed the red helmet before I resed Rampart.
Can you take the banner?
Yep. No supports, though. Wait, did she drop the
I
sword?
think we push this, no?
Yeah. Ow, no, she didn't drop the sword. Ow. Morbius is ruining the game, man. I don't. What is this? I don't like this. If she didn't, well, you know, there are literal swords in this game now, and poor old Octane, he can't even run away from it. Anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on Octane. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the comments. Oh, that would have been clean. All right.